Old School is a movie about Mitch Martin, who is going through a midlife crisis, which then inspires his close friends to start a fraternity in his honor in order to bring back some of their college glory days. From the surface, this movie already has lots of potential, with the cast consisting of Will Ferrell, Vince Vaughn, and Luke Wilson. This cast works great together, and they have great chemistry throughout the film, and this results in a lot of very funny running gags. Overall, this movie is extremely original and provides a large amount of laughs and entertainment.
Frank!
Hey, honey! Hey!
What's going on?
If you tell anyone about this, I'll fucking kill you. I'm kidding. We'll come back by tonight. Okay, sweetheart?
Well, when Maury told me what you were willing to do,
Todd!
Zoolander is a movie about the main character, Eric Zoolander, who retires from being a male model after his friends die in a horrible accident. The main villain of this movie, Mugatu, played by Will Ferrell, capitalizes on this opportunity and uses him to perform an assassination. This is probably the weirdest plot you've ever heard, but it is balanced by the equally weird characters, which make this movie very fun, entertaining, and memorable.
Hansel. So hot right now. Hansel.
Ben Stiller and Will Ferrell are the best performances in this movie by far. This is the perfect comedic execution that ultimately results in some of the most iconic scenes in movie history.
Immediately or get out of my building like now! Get out!
Hey, you got here fast. I got a surprise for you.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall is a movie about main character Peter Bretter trying to move on and have fun with his life after a bad breakup with his girlfriend Sarah Marshall. This is easily Jason Segel's best performance. What makes this movie so funny is just the subtle jokes.
I have a question for you real quick, Mr. S. I was actually meaning to ask you, what did you exactly think of my demo? Like, did you get it? Did you get it?
Oh, no, I was gonna listen to that, but then, I just carried on living my life.
As a bonus, all of the characters are believable without any obnoxious characters, which just adds to this.
You know what, dude, fuck you, okay? You can go fuck yourself. I can't yell right now because I'll get fired. My boss will hear me, and then I won't be able to pay off my student loans. But you know what? You're an asshole. I fucking hate you. I bought all your records. This whole fucking time I've been trying to get you to come hang out with me. I'm gonna have people fuck with your food the rest of your trip. You fucking dicks.
I like her hair. I wonder if the carpet matches her pubes.
You caught about your neighbors?
No. No?
I have the call. It's from Mac Radner. That's you. Right?
How do you have that information?
We have call ID. The cops. Everybody has call ID.
Okay.
You're Mac Radner.
Okay, yes.
You called us.
Okay,
Why did you call us?
Neighbors is a movie about Mac and Kelly Radner dealing with the struggles of living next to a fraternity. This movie is very funny due to relatable comedy that never really gets out of the bounds of reality. This is possibly Zac Efron's best comedic work. The fraternity is a believable group and work really well together. Other than that, Seth Rogen does give a good performance, and the rest of the jokes are very funny.
Way.
Bitch. Oh my God. Yeah, Scooney put his dick in your mouth while you were sleeping, bitch.
I wasn't asleep.
I'm trying to decide how stoned I am and just how like on the verge of death am I right now. It's like am I like seeing shit because I'm stoned or because I like have no blood left in my body?
You've been shot like 7 times.
Pineapple Express is a movie about Dan and his drug dealer Saul running away from a drug lord after witnessing a murder. This movie is a full feature-length film about weed.
Doing, man, he's sorry. Oh, Jesus. Oh, herpes. Oh.
I don't want to have to do this!
Much like Zoolander, the plot of this movie is very weird, but it has equally as weird characters, which balances it out very well.
I don't usually do this, but I felt compelled to tell you something. You have an absolutely breathtaking hiney. I mean, that thing is good.
Anchorman is a movie about anchor Ron Burgundy and his news team struggling after a woman joins the news team. This is Will Ferrell's iconic role. It was bound to end up on this list. The extreme and exaggerated characters in this movie all work together surprisingly well. The jokes are original, consistent, and are probably some of the most iconic of all time.
They've done studies, 60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, let's go see if we can make this little kitty purr.
Well, we can share beds one night.
If we share beds, I'm bucking with Phil. You good with that?
No, I'm not good with that.
The Hangover is a movie about three friends searching for their friend Doug before his wedding day after a particularly wild bachelor's party. The plot elements are very well crafted, each individual character is unique, and their different character traits are used effectively for some great jokes. Ed Helms and Zach Galifianakis are at their best in this movie. Of course, this movie wouldn't be the same without Mr. Chow. Ken Jeong is a great comedian, but he probably won't ever be able to top Mr. Chow.
I just wish your friends were as mature as you.
They are mature, actually. You just have to get to know them better.
Paging Dr. Faggot! Dr. Faggot!
I should go.
That's a good idea, Dr. Faggot.
Hey, Violator.
What the fuck is he doing here?
It's nice to see you too, Luke.
What did you do, Lou? Fuck you, Jacob. You suck and you know it. You just ruined my fucking weekend.
Hot Tub Time Machine is a movie about Adam and Nick taking their friend Lou on a nostalgic trip to relive their college glory days after a recent suicide attempt by Lou. The trip takes a turn when they accidentally go backwards in time to the 80s. This movie is very well paced while remaining fun and entertaining throughout the whole film without any real boring parts. The jokes in this movie are very consistent and funny. From a film called Hot Tub Time Machine, the plot and characters have a very deep complexity, making it a surprisingly deep film. Lou outshines the rest of the characters, bringing lots of energy and surprising charisma to the role, while also having a ton of character development.
Oh! Wow, good for you.
I know, right?
It's like Gary Coleman's fucking forearm. No, it's so black. It's so impossibly black.
Plus, you scratch our backs, we'll scratch yours.
Well, Jules, the funny thing about my back is that it's located on my cock.
Superbad is a movie about friends Seth and Evan trying to get alcohol to impress some girls. This movie is the best teen comedy ever made. The movie is relatable, creative, subtle, and highly quotable. This is an all-around fun movie to watch. Superbad also has one of those only good and meaningful subplots in the movies. The McLovin subplot is iconic.
Ethnically, I mean, was he like us or
a woman?
No.
Female?
No,
Is that what you're asking?
I would say
was he
like
What?
African?
Was he African?
African.
No, he was American, and he was like you. He looked just like you.
He was Jewish.
Just like
okay,
you.
Jew. It's an odd crime for a Jew to
Yeah,
commit.
I'm pretty docile.
Okay, so we have an African Jew wearing a hood.
For a teen comedy, the relationship between Seth and Evan is surprisingly deep, and these characters have some very good chemistry together.
Oh, they let you pick any name you want when you get down there.
And you landed on McLovin.
Yeah, I was between that and Muhammad.
Why the fuck would it be between that or Muhammad? Why don't you just pick a common name like a normal person?
Muhammad is the most commonly used name on earth. Read a fucking book for once.
Fogel, have you ever actually met anyone named Muhammad?
Have you actually ever met anyone named McLovin?
No, that's why you picked a dumb fucking name. peaked in high school, motherfucker. Ah! Oh, shit. I shot him in the dick. You shot me in the dick! Ah! Oh, my God! Yes!
21 Jump Street is a movie about high school enemies Schmidt and Janko becoming best friends and partners. They go undercover in a high school environment to bust a new drug.
Sir, I know we come off as a couple of lady killers, but I promise you we will be super professional on the job.
Clearly I wasn't talking to you, big titties. You cherub-looking motherfucker.
Although some people like to consider Superbad the best comedy of all time, 21 Jump Street is actually consistently funnier and even has a better relationship between Janko and Schmidt than Seth and Evan. This movie has good, memorable jokes almost every 5 minutes. The character development from Schmidt and Janko is meaningful and surprisingly deep. The main film of this movie is Insecurity. Both Schmidt and Janko dealing with insecurity in their own unique ways. However, they both overcome this insecurity by the end of the film.
You play saxophone at my sister's wedding, man.
Tough titty, I fucked her too.